So welcome to room 254 of the Thistle Hotel at Euston. Thistle Euston is what it's known as. Just going to give you a quick spin round and then we'll talk a little bit more about what we find. So this is a 3-star hotel situated either a 7-minute walk from King's Cross or St Pancras, or about a 3-minute walk from London Euston Railway station. It's down a little side street at the side of Euston, and indeed the buildings over there that you can just see through the curtains are part of the station depot area, I think. It's a good quality 3-star hotel. It's been recently refurbished, and I've read some rather unfair reviews, I think, in the experiences that I've had so far on Twitter and on Foursquare, but it doesn't seem too bad from my first impressions. So looking around the room, if you have things to charge, you're one of those travellers like me that has everything that needs charging. I've already found 3 sockets, and then there are another 4 over here, so that's 7 plug sockets in the room. Ample for any traveller, I would say. There's air conditioning, and there's a nice double wardrobe. Hey, how did I manage to film that without getting in it? Hey, magic. Alright, there's a bit of me in it. Anyway, let's look inside the double wardrobe. So at the top of the left hand side there's extra towels. There's a safe, which is a free to use one that you enter your own code into. And then there are complimentary tea and coffee making facilities for your luggage. On the other side of the wardrobe is an extra pillow, which I'll definitely be using. There is an iron and an ironing board. There is no Corby trouser press, and no, those clothes didn't come with it. That's my spares. There's a very good size Philips television, which is HD and all that stuff. I haven't really turned it on yet and looked at it, but it looks, you know, modern. A set of drawers, and in the top drawer we have the standard hairdryer for the ladies, or of course the effeminate gentlemen who like to preen. In the drawers beneath we have blank and empty space. There's a good officey type chair which is very comfortable. I've just been sat there for about half an hour on the telephone, and indeed there is the telephone I was on. There is a notepaper, there's information, and a telephone down to reception, and a good desk light. If you're somebody who has a laptop and likes to work in your room, then this is a nice space to do so. There is also Wi-Fi in the hotel, but I haven't yet worked out how this works. Now, rooms here are advertised from £48 each. I believe that this has been paid for through my work, but I believe it was around about £52. This is what was called a single. Now, if we look at that, that's a rather generous single. In fact, it's a double. And when I got to reception, I was asked if I'd like to upgrade for a £25 to a double. I would have been kicking myself if I had done, because I've got this size bed anyway. So, something for you to bear in mind. Just check what's next to the bed. Nothing in the drawer there. So nice sort of modern furnishings. Good decor. It's been recently refurbished. The reception area looks quite trendy, and I'll show you that in a little while. There's windows that slide open on one side, as in this one just here. And then there's a little window that opens just a small amount there. As you can see, there's the wire holder, because of the ridiculous health and safety laws in the UK, whereby they think that everybody's going to fall out of a hotel window. Because we do that when we go on holiday, don't we? The bathroom is a bit like a Fox's Glacier Mint. It's refreshingly white and bright and clean. There are some free toiletries. including green tea and ginger luxury soap. My regular, of course. A couple of bottles of shower gel and a square thing. It's called a dry hair... Oh, it's a hairnet. Won't be needing that. Bags, tissues, loo roll. It's all here. So we've got a bath, which is for midgets, which I won't be using, but I will be using the shower. Now, as it's a shower bath, there is a step up. There is no non-slip surface. Oh, there's a slightly textured surface. I'm not sure how much I'd trust it. There is no bath mat, so I might end up using a towel as a bath mat if I don't trust the surface of that. There's plenty of towels, and don't forget there were the spare ones in the wardrobe as well. And a nice sink. All in all, I'm impressed. And if you are European and you don't have an adapter, then there is both 115 and 230 volt 2-pin options here in the bathroom, although it does say shavers only. Right. Anyway, I'm suitably impressed with what I've found. It seems like a very nice room. It's a lovely day outside. It's the 11th of March and it's probably about 20 degrees centigrade outside, which is just over 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So I won't be wasting my time indoors any longer. I do feel that a pub beer garden is calling. Over and out. Anyway, I've just hit the first snag. I thought I'd use the safe, so I follow the instructions. Press C. Enter a 4-digit code. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. So that didn't work. It doesn't lock. It sounds like that's not engaging. It's not going into the hole. Just there. So I've had to ring reception and see if they can do anything about it for me. Oh, your eyes are not deceiving you. That was room 354. I began with room 254 and now I'm in 354. So what's different in here? I've got a radiator that plugs in. Still got the aircon and the heating with it. So that's an additional item. The safe is on the ground and the tea and coffee making facilities are up there. And everything else really is just about the same, except for the pillows are both on the bed, whereas there was only one pillow on, and I've got 2 spares in this one. So little subtle differences. Oh, and a shoe rack at the bottom of the wardrobe. So some small subtle differences. I've been moved for 2 reasons. Firstly, the safe didn't work in the other room, and secondly, and more importantly, the walls on this hotel are not very thick, and the person in room 253 next to me down there had a baby, a screaming baby who screamed a lot, and as I've got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I didn't fancy that, so I went down to reception and asked very nicely if they would move me, and without any quibbling they did it straight away, no problem. The reception staff are lovely, very very friendly, and a real credit to the hotel. Although the television, I've just noticed, is a tad smaller up here, but I think I can live with that.
Mind the door.
So, nice modern shiny lift. temple lift. My first temple. Very swanky. Looks good. Even smells good.
Main reception.
If lifts can smell good. So there's function rooms. And a rather nice bar area. Show you this. I can imagine that this is used a lot for buffets at conferences. But this is the bar. Got Six Nations on at the minute. England are beating France 14-9. Or 9-14 because it's at the Stade de France. But yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Also a brasserie downstairs. Costa coffee area. There's an internet machine. Well, this looks decent, doesn't it? So it's not free coffee, but I don't know how you pay for it.